Welcome to the MVP.
Man, shoot podcast.
Man, I can't get right today, man. First episode of 2024. I was about to say 2021. I don't know what I'm thinking about right now, man. But yo, first episode, man. The new year, new us, new MVP. Nah, it's the same shit going on, just new year. What's happening, man? How was your new year, man?
You know what I'm saying? I keep cold bottles and shit, you know what I'm saying, son? Don't worry about how I got it there. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. You be worried about how niggas got stuff through. You worry about how I got this. Be like, you know, Dame Dash in the Big Pimpin' video. But I ain't wasting mine.
Anybody that drink, they know what a Welch's grape juice bottle look like. You know what I'm talking about? They know what that sparkling grape juice look like.
Hey, man, don't be hating on what I can get out here for the world. You know what I'm talking about?
We know. We know what it look like.
Yeah. It's the closest thing I can get to the real shit.
You ain't lying.
You know what I'm talking about? It's my champagne, yeah. You know what I'm saying? My champagne.
I'd rather drink that than champagne. I don't be liking to taste champagne. That shit nasty.
Champagne. This champagne. You feel me? Because I am winning, people. If you didn't know, in life, we is glorious right now.
Y'all kind of cheated the last game, you don't think? You don't think y'all kind of...
The call that was missed prior when we was on offense. People so quick to ignore, like that shit didn't happen. They only want to talk about the thereafter. Yeah. Okay. That play came after. Okay. On a drive that shouldn't even have been going on in the first place had they called the defensive tripping penalty as they should have. Let's not, come on, man. Get y'all panties out of, you know what I'm talking about? The oldest one. The oldest.
Yeah. I see it. They sure gave it back to y'all.
In quality fashion. But Detroit, blame your fucking selves. You went for it several times. The universe didn't tell you the first time. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever report. We all know that the nigga reported, but y'all been doing that bullshit all day, and then y'all try to confuse everybody and end up confusing the nigga that's supposed to be on your side, which is the referee. Y'all mad at the wrong motherfuckers. 2, then we had an offsides when we stopped you. To end the game. Dumbass Michael Parsons. I trade that nigga for a Twix, Kit Kat, and a bag of... Boy, look at here. That nigga ain't shit. Then, that was 2 times that the universe was telling you, nigga, kick a fucking field goal. But no, your coach wanna be about it. Went for it again. Hey, man, blame yourselves. Blame yourselves. Ain't got nobody to blame but yourselves. Shout out to the Eagles, man. I ain't never been an Eagles fan. Shout out to y'all holding it down. Why the fuck am I blurry?
Hey, you want blurry for a second. You back.
Okay. All right, nigga. Playing with me, man. Play with me when I talk about these Cowboys.
I think it's that bottle. It's probably that bottle because it's probably trying to catch that bottle and focusing on that bottle. But anyway, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out, I guess. I won't be no hater, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Do like your Jagged Edge single introduced. God, the shit's so good.
Can't get it together. You know what we both can't get it
like
together.
Your Jagged Edge introduction to your song. I ain't no hater or nothing. Yeah, nigga. Don't be no hater.
Yeah, I'm trying to. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying every bone in my body. I'm trying to be cool and let you have this. You know what I'm talking about? But I ain't gonna lie. It's a part of me that's not too happy about this.
I ain't got no weight on this. I ain't got enough weight on it. You know what I'm saying? But just know that's what I'm doing in my head with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm talking about? Peace up. 8 times down.
Gotcha, man. Yo, you know we need a weekly update, man. What's going on in the world of book, man? What's happening?
Let me tell you, dog. There's 2 things that's been going on. You know what I'm saying? Last week, man. This was Wednesday. I went and saw the Aquaman, so we can get into that.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Last time we shot people, I said I didn't see it. Nigga, I went to the movie theater the very next day before work. You know what I'm saying? In doing so, a whole chain of events happened during that segment. Okay. So I have been up since like 11 that morning. People, I don't actually need to be awake until 3 something, 3:30 at the latest. Or I wake up at 3:10. So I didn't have to be awake until 3:10. My ass was up at like 11:17, literally. So no reason, just awake. And when I wake, I can't go back to sleep. So I was sitting there, I was like, well, guess I can go to the movies. The movie starts at 1 o'clock. Okay. So I got to the movies at 1:10. Plenty of time. I just decided to arrive when I arrive because I don't like watching previews. You know what I'm saying? For what? You know what I'm saying? They always lie to me, tell me this shit coming out, and then it don't come out on time over here. So I'd rather not even pump myself up to watch some shit that I'm like, ooh, that look good. You know what I'm talking about? So I get in there, you know what I'm talking about? Order my success story. Right? Got my movie theater etiquette, which is a slushie of some side of some sort. Out here they don't have cherry icy type joint, whatever that brand is, you know, the one back stateside.
Yeah.
They got Mountain Dew, right? So that's what I do. I do Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew slush, and I do the nachos with cheese. Now, people, of course, we know I'm lactose intolerant, but I got to have the nachos and cheese, right? 2 cheese, 1 jalapeno. If you know, you know, okay? And if you know what it's gonna do to me, you know what it's gonna do to me. So this is all incorporated inside of the story, right? So I ain't gonna be graphic about it. So I watched the movie. I leave the theater. I say, you know what? My boy at work, he was peeping my Timbs, right? My Tim gang. I don't keep my Timbs in my bedroom. I thought I might have had the box with me, right? But anyway, so he was like, I have the beef and Brox, right? You know what I'm saying? Just because it's the desert, whatever is easier to maintain, a darker colored pair of boots. He was like, oh, Book, man, you be sitting there. He from Houston. Oh, man, Book, you be like, man, you know what I'm saying, dog? You be like, man, you East Coast, baby. How you ain't got the bottles, baby? I said, huh, you know what? That nigga right. Yes, sir. After the movie, I went to the Timberland store and got me a pair of them tan bucks. You feel me? Because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna rock these hoes when I walk in there. I ain't gonna say nothing. Nigga just gonna look at my feet. New shoes, new shoes, new shoes. Yes, sir. So I go in, right? I order my boots. Got my size. I actually had a couple that I liked. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna just rock these. I ain't trying to spend too much money. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that. But going in there, I rock my boots out the store. Okay. I expected and planned on buying something at the mall before I left, you know, for my meal that night. And I was like, before I got to the spot, I was like, you know what, close enough. Pull out my wallet. Nigga, where's my wallet? I just paid for these boots. I was like, I know good and damn well I ain't leave my wallet in the stuff. People, I don't know the distance of like how many meters, yards, whatever. I was walking for a good 15 minutes back in the other direction. Mind you, with new boots on. Mind you, with a fucked up ankle. Mind you, with 2 bad knees. But I'm power walking trying to, nigga, it's my wallet. You feel me? This ain't no, let me just take my time and get to where I need to go. So mind you, if I'm walking with some urgency and it take me 15 minutes to get to the spot that I was just at, well, that lets you know it's a far ass walk. Now, I get back to Timberland. The lady says she ain't seen it. We moving furniture. Well, I'm moving furniture. Like, bitch, I was only over here. You know what I'm saying? You telling me ain't nobody seen my wallet and turn that shit into you? Now, people, I don't walk around with cash. I only keep plastic. You know what I'm saying? This is why I don't walk around with cash, because niggas can easily take out the cash and be like, oh, I found a wallet. That's why I don't do cash on me. I don't do nothing, no paper. So I was like, fuck. So in the midst of this, when I left the Timberland store, y'all, this is where my movie etiquette shit caught up to me, right? So I left the movies. You know what I'm saying? I left the movie, went to the Timberland store. When I left Timberland, my stomach was like, nigga, it's time. I said, well, hello. Couldn't find a bathroom fast enough, right? So, but it was back in the other direction, at least 14 minutes from the way I was when it was 15 minutes to get back, right? Now, I thought, because I ain't cheap to see nothing, you know what I'm talking about? We ain't doing that. So I'm taking care of life, right? And I pulled out my phone from my pocket. That way I have a little bit more flexibility. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be restricted in my power stance. So I thought my wallet might have fell out in the stall. Okay. So I walked back over there. 14 minutes back after Timberland said they ain't had my shit. Went back to where I was doing my shit. And asked the dude, like, dude, did you see a wallet? They got cleaners in there that, you know, after you use, they go wipe down, whatever. I'm asking the guy, I'm like, hey, man, you see a wallet? Oh, no, that's all right. No, that's I'm like, fuck. So I went back to the stall that I had occupied. Somebody was in there. So I'm like, shit, well, maybe he is in there right now and my wallet. You know what I'm talking about? So I was like, you know what? Let me walk back through again. Bro, I literally spent an hour and a half extra in that mall trying to locate my wallet. Finally found a customer service station. They let me know, hey, the guy was like that. Whoever they called, she met somebody, whatever, called, I guess lost and found, and they said that they had my wallet. I said, okay, well, where you at? They said 13 minutes back the other way. So I had to walk back down there again. Finally found the place. There were no, bro, huh?
Where your car at?
The car?
Yeah.
My vehicle? I was in the parking lot.
Damn, that mall that big?
Bro, massive. That's what I'm saying. No, that mall.
I would have just drove to the car and drove around the mall.
Bro, that mall huge, but the parking is trash. That's why I'm like, I ain't gonna take no chances. Just I'll put it. And I wanted to get one of them scooters. I really did. And it was just that's literally how my day started, man. Like I don't even know where I lost it at. By the occurrence, I did leave it in. I did have to have had left it in Timberland. Why would you not give it to the Timberland representative? Why would you turn my shit into lost and found as if I was at lost and found and that's where you found it? Like, why you ain't just leave it in the store, nigga? You got me running a green mile, an hour and a half trying to locate my shit. I was so pissed off. I ain't even getting no food, man. I left. I was that type. So, but my boots was nice, man. And I had started physical therapy the next day. So I put a number on his ankle. And I was like, yeah, we gonna get my bang for my buck, what the insurance is. And I'm not even gonna lie, by my physical therapy, it's been good, man. It's really been good. You know, I do the electro stim or whatever, you know, the little, it's like a suction cup, like 4 suction cups they put on my ankle and, you know, the electro charge, you know what I'm saying? Like that create that spasm or whatever like that.
Yeah.
For the muscle. They do that. They apply a laser to my ankle for 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying, with a wand, and, you know, does that. And then I do, like, you know, little weight training, resistance bands, stuff like that for range of motion, build up the muscles around it. So it has actually been good. Like, I have not had any pain since I've started my physical therapy. However, I'm only not going to have pain while I'm doing physical therapy. I only got 6 sessions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's the coming at when it's done? They was like, oh, as long as you still do these exercises. Nigga, fuck your exercises, nigga. The exercises ain't about shit. It's the machines that you got that I don't have access to that help with my issue. So that's neither here nor there, but they're doing a remarkable job with that. Well, really, it's me. I'm the patient. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my job and my due diligence to not disservice myself. So, but that has been good. I do want to say that, man. I didn't think it would have been conducive, but it has been productive. The last order of business, my peoples. I've already given you an update of the Cowboys. We already know what that's looking like. We going to the Super Bowl. I sent you a video, Franz.
Mm-hmm.
Can you play it for me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk during it.
Oh, my bad. It is kind of small, but I don't know what it's gonna look like on your screen when you see it, people. If you see it. Pretty much, people, this is me messaging Cam Soda support. You know what I'm saying? Conversation started a lot earlier than the message indicates. But you know, I had my username, which I told you guys, but I also had a lot of other shit in there that, you know, they like to identify me by. So I had to make sure that we get that up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So Musa came into the chat and I let him know, hey man, the time is now. Now is the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that is me asking them to delete my account, my profile. That boy Loso is no longer in existence on that platform. Not because I'm tempted to re-enter. It's just like, even though I'm not going on there,
Mm-hmm.
when I get my life right, that don't mean that I even want to pop back in there and be like, yo, bitches, the nigga back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't want to hit him with a Lank. You know what I'm talking about? Let nigga know. That's what it's standing for. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's me, man. It's been a minute. I've been putting it off just because of my status, man. I'm a stature on that thing, man. It just felt good. So even if I would have went in there and I ain't had no bread, the bitches show me love. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Show me love because they know that nigga VIP, elite VIP. Like I told y'all people, there's VIP and then there's elite VIP. See, VIP gets sparkling.
Mm-hmm.
Elite VIP get champagne. You know what I'm talking about? If I was there, nigga, they be bringing me wine glasses and be like, hello, Mr. Booker, what can I get you? You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, my stocks have now been liquidated.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any of my videos. Like I said, I grabbed what I could before, whatever storage could be held. You know what I'm talking about, by my prominent hosts. You feel me? I ain't want videos from all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just my top notch hoes get the most, not the less. Yes, sir. That's what I got in my archives. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't selling them to nobody because you probably could hear me on the other side talking my shit. You feel me? It's a real production in this bitch. So who want to hear me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I sound good. You know what I'm talking about, for sure. That might have been with me. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know how I give it up. But niggas don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely don't.
You know what I'm saying? So ladies, find me if you want to have that book be saying. Yeah, it didn't say. You can close your eyes and envision it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh Lord, oh Lord. Oh, I see why. Oh, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It's the sparkling grape juice effect. You feel me? So I finally got rid of it, like I said. I was dead serious about 2024. Shit, I was dead serious when it was in 2023, and I was like, I don't want this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of change has to be done through action. You know what I'm saying? And this is an actionable change. And I just wanted to share it with, you know, the podcasters, you know what I'm talking about, from the rabbit hole, the rabbit hole admission to my problem. Problem for real. To now. You know what I'm saying? Just letting y'all know I'm dead serious, man, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So again, hopefully it will lead into a success story. Like I said, come this year, I'm be all the way clear. You feel me? For whatever I owe to any, you know what I'm saying, any credit card. So this is gonna be very some people didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Some else didn't like it. I let them all know. It's the only reason why I got Snapchat. I let my fans know. I ain't they fan. They my fan. You feel me? They know where the bread at. You know what I'm talking about? Fucking pigeons. So they ain't like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you know, a lot of them thought it was because of other models. You know what I'm talking about? Like I might have just, I might be kicking it with who I'm kicking it with or whatever the case is. And even if that is the case, it ain't your business. But anyway, one woman, uh, she got real angry at me, called me a clown, and
Damn.
yeah, she was like, "Ha ha, you're the weirdest, you're the weirdest user I've ever met in my life." First of all, we've never met; we've only communicated, virtually. But it's cool. I know what she means. You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Yeah," and me and the other models, they told me about you, how you like to play games, and yeah, you're a clown. And I was just like, okay. So I didn't get offended, but I did. I did make my response. Talking about wasn't too. I didn't disrespect. I didn't call out a name. Never call nobody out their name. I don't call them. I don't call them, which is why I shouldn't call y'all. But I don't call them bitches, hoes, sluts, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Like I don't disrespect. So I'm really trying to work on that in here as well. But sometimes the vernacular is required. You know what I'm talking about, for the emphasis. But I was just like, well, it's not the first time that it's happened. I was like, well, there you go. I can't even have regular conversations with you. Getting your feelings too much. And I was like, but just want to let you know this. You and the other models that you speak of, y'all can all kiss my ass respectfully. And I gave her the little kissy heart face emoji. You know what I'm talking about? Like, kiss my shit respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you always in here worried about what I'm doing, who I'm talking to. You've always been like that. Everything with you has been this has been a financial relationship for you. You see what I'm saying? And when I don't come and I don't give no more money, now you in your feelings because you thinking I'm giving money to everybody else. I'm not on the fucking site no more, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't come in here. I can show you the token. Well, I can't show you now. I can show you the token history. Bitch, it's been a long time since I even tipped a one. You feel me? Like I'm not on there. Dead ass. I'm not on the fucking site. So who telling you that they seeing me partying and giving it up? You feel me?
Somebody didn't clone you. Somebody got your name that's close now.
Look at man. If you make an account Loso 245 542, you know what I'm saying? When you just reading it fast, you just see Loso. You ain't paying attention to the numbers. There was a nigga in there that his name was Go Loso. Like, nigga, what? Go. You niggas is so fat. Bruh. I'm telling you, nigga, Loso ain't never been. Hey, shout out to Fat. I made it more popular than you, dog.
Oh, hell no.
I made it more popular than you. So maybe that's who they think is up in there, because he got a little Dominican chick. It would make sense. Or Puerto Rican, whatever his chick is. So it would make sense that they might have thought it was Loso. But it's like, I'll let them know. I was like, look, man, y'all, the problem with this ain't even just that. I'm talking in general now. The problem with a lot of women these days, you know what I'm saying? If it applies to you, you know it applies to you. Women are so caught up on how they physically look and appear to the opposite sex. Feels as though it gives you an advantage, right? And for the younger individuals, younger men, maybe that is what appeals to them. I'm a grown ass fucking man. I could care less about how fucking good you look. You know what I'm saying? Everybody understands, like, yeah, attraction, the first law of attraction is pretty much what you see from both sides, right? But to say that I'm gonna predicate a whole relationship off of how you look, it ain't gonna be that, though. Ain't gonna be that. And I understand that with the line of work that they do, like I get pictures I'm not asking for. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know what I mean? I don't want a group post if you send me something. You know what I'm saying? I'm very specific that if you frequent with me or you converse with me, I want a normal picture. Like, I don't want ass and titties all the fucking time in my face, man. I've seen it already. I know what it look like. I got the archive videos. If I want to see it, I can go to it. You ain't got to send that to me. You ain't got to send that to me. You know what I'm saying? That don't do nothing for me. You think you're doing something for me, but you ain't. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad in a sense that that's what you think I would want just because. The transactions are over. You ain't got to send me nothing. You're not enticing me to come online and load up nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it be. Now, I ain't gonna say that the shit don't look good that I receive. It really do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, damn. Whew, the devil is a lie. You don't talk about, boy. I gotta be stronger. You know what I'm saying? To subside and put that beyond me, man. But yeah, man, I'm just like, damn. Didn't know I was a bozo out in these streets. You know what I'm talking about? Now, what you might want to realize and the conversation that you might want to have, she don't see this, but ask yourself, these other models that considered me, you know, being a weird user or, you know, he be lying, he ain't shit type shit. Ask them what did they do to fall out of my favor. Might want to figure that out. That might have been how you was able to slide in. You feel me? For every closed door, another one opens. I slam a couple of doors in these bitches' faces. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm talking about? But I've given opportunities. I've treated you hoes nice. Treated you hoes well. Okay? Did I not? My bank accounts say otherwise. Okay? It says that I've been highly generous to you hoes that I've never met in my life. You know what I'm saying? I spent a lot of money that you got right now. Money that you got put into your apartment, your house, your condo, your car. You know what I'm talking about? New surgeries, glorious titties, fat asses, whatever. Okay? Manicures, pedicures. Oh, you fancy, huh? Off my dollar, off my muscle, off my back. Okay? I'm dealing with the shit I'm dealing with now because of you fine ass motherfucking bitches. As I am. Okay? Don't you ever forget. Don't you ever forget. Don't you ever forget. Now, them hoes is just thirsty. Thirsty for the wrong reasons. I ain't got no more to give. Leave me alone. That's it, man. Hey, man. Not me. Can't be if it ain't free. That's my motto for the year. I ain't gonna lie. That's it, bro. I ain't got it no more. I got it for me. You know what I'm talking about? Whoever I choose to give it to with me. All right. It's a 2-part deal. Me and my girl. That's it. That's it. That's all it's gonna be. That's it, man. Like, yo, sorry, I ain't there no more. Count terminated. Delete it.
I got you.
I'm on my 2024 shit, bro. But nigga, we about to be 40. I'm not about to be 40 with the amount that I owe to nobody. No. Ain't happening.
I feel you on that. I feel you. That boy said he said the girl was tripping. You
Boy,
know what I'm saying?
She not the first. She ain't the first.
I ain't know they had all that drama. I get a lot of man. This crazy. It's like you dating.
I get a lot of reckless. I get a lot of reckless messages about who I am. Bitch, you know me? You met me? Or you only met Loso? Loso just be in there slanging shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, do you know Dwayne? No, you don't, ho. Fuck out my face, man. You virtual bitch. Talking about your business, bitch. That's it. You get yours, I get mine. It's an equal opportunity effect. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never cheated you. I see, man, look here. I see how niggas engage. This is why I'm their favorite. And I ain't trying to go back down the rabbit hole. But I understand that I'm their favorite because I know how other niggas engage in privates. They don't tip because the meter's already running like a taxi cab ride. You feel me? I'm in there doing dumb shit while the meter's running. Been there. I'm your fucking favorite. I understand. I'm the fountain of opportunity on that damn site. Pardon me for 1 second. Black me out, whatever. I'll be right back. All right, champ.
Okay.
Killing that bottle, man.
I feel
That bottle had me had to take a potty break. You know what I'm talking about? Drunk too much champagne.
you good, man?
Yeah.
Shoot,
So
I ain't gonna lie, man. I really ain't got too much to talk about, man. It's just been holiday after holiday season, man. It ain't a lot.
yeah,
I mean,
that's too much popping.
ain't really nothing. They still talking about Diddy, still talking about TD Jake stuff, but I mean, I don't really want to talk about that stuff. Did you hear that Uncle Murder wrap up?
I didn't, but I saw a couple of people he took shots at because the community of battle rap. With Remy and her estranged Negro. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't listen to it. I used to listen to his and huh?
I just saw what 50 posted and he was talking
about.
Oh, okay.
It. Yeah. I'm used to him and Mad Skills. Those was the two wrap-ups that I would, really listen to. You know what I'm saying? I liked Mad Skills more because he's actually more lyrical. And can put it together. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Dude, did you see by chance? It was The Rock made a return to WWE on Monday Night Raw. Did you see the?
I seen it on Sports Center. They showed him come back or whatever. But I don't know really like the capacity of what's going on. Is he fighting again? What's up?
That's the caption on YouTube when I saw it. I just thought it was like an old post. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't know. Them niggas re-upload old shit talking about I want to see that table. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. It was actually a new upload. Now, the guy that was in there, Joe Gender, the segment was 21 minutes. Like when I say I watched it start to finish, start to finish. So, dude, the man, goosebumps thinking about it. I ain't gonna lie, niggas that know me, dog, know The Rock, my dude, man. That's my nigga. I don't know if y'all can see. I got goosebumps. Yeah, there it is. You see that shit. So, just the god damn, it's all the way up my arm, bro. Listen.
You gotta pause that or something. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga getting goosebumps.
Nah, it ain't like. Nah, it ain't pause. It's electricity. You know what I'm talking about? It's the electricity, man. And so the guy was out there, like how they did the promo was like a former champ is returning tonight. So nobody knew, right? They didn't say it was gonna be The Rock, Shawn Michaels, anybody. Could have been anybody. Bret Hart, it could have been anybody. You know what I'm saying? So when the guy came out, they was like, well, they know who the fuck it is, but they was like, this ain't who we expected, right? So he in there talking his shit. He's speaking in his dialect. He's from India. And he's pretty much talking about how the Americans ain't shit, right? So kind of Iron Sheikish type energy, right? Before he was like, everybody was booing him. He did the national anthem in Punjabi in his native language, and they booed him. He's like, see, that's how stupid you Americans are. He's like, you just booed your own national anthem. It was actually very, very well scripted and put together, like for him to be out there. But then, dude, when I say, once you heard, if he didn't even get to if you Smith, he didn't get none of those. It was just as soon as you heard, if the stadium erupted, bro. I'm talking fucking erupted. You know, like I will watch for like loudest entrances, like sometimes just to live in it, you know what I'm saying? like some of the best entrances to, who returns to a match or whatever like that. Dude, when I say motherfuckers lost they shit in the nosebleed section, I'm talking they was jumping up and down. I don't know if y'all know nosebleed, but I'm not jumping up and down on nothing way up that damn high. I'm scared for my life. You feel me? So when you could have that effect on a crowd, on a stadium, when that nigga walked out, bruh, even he had goosebumps. He had goosebumps, and he showed the camera like I showed y'all. He was like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was, dude, a dynamic, electric moment, and I was like, that's my favorite wrestler of all time. Look at this nigga on the Mount Rushmore. What you talking about, Ric Flair? Woo! Don't nobody giving up like this nigga. You know what I'm saying? That shit was that shit was glorious, man. He go down there, he talk his shit as The Rock would. Couple jokes on himself, you know what I'm saying? About Baywatch and his films, you know what I'm talking about? He's like, ain't nobody else seen it, you know what I'm saying? So I saw it though, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have a problem with it. But yeah, man. Started wrestling again.
Like, let's be honest though. This nigga done did this a couple times now.
This is what he do. It's
like,
charitable.
This ain't really like. This ain't really like.
Yeah, I don't think he's back. This is just a good. You know what I mean? Like, my schedule's clear. You know what I'm talking about? We're not shooting Black Adam through.
He just did the UFL announcement. I mean,
yes, sir.
So it's like,
it's all promo.
He just got a little bit of time to do that. Yeah, I don't see that.
But Franz, it was the segment itself, like how it was going when the dude was talking about the American people and right? And he was like, no, what you're not gonna do is talk about this nation, these, the American people, all this other stuff. So the caption when he was like, I want to see at the head of the table, I thought this nigga was throwing his hat in the ring for, the presidency. You know what I mean? Like this nigga said, oh, I'm tired of this. I thought this nigga was going for the president. That, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what I thought. This nigga was talking about wrestling Roman Reigns. But I ain't mad at him.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm talking about? He talking about fighting the bloodline.
On the Sports Center thing. He talking about he wanted to see the table to fight Roman Reigns. It went over my head. I don't watch wrestling like that, so I didn't know what the fuck nigga talking about. I had to read the caption. I'm like, okay. Shout out to The Rock, but my nigga, he come in and out too much for me. I don't know if I'll be that hyped to see The Rock. It's like, it's a quick one-off, and then he gonna go sit the fuck down. I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, dude, he do a 1-off, 2-off, 3, 4, whatever he do, I'm here for it.
You know what I'm talking about? You think he still got it?
The way that nigga was breathing heavy after that short interaction,
yeah, I know,
to get through what he needed to say after, you have to work on that conditioning. I know he lift weights. Weight training and conditioning is not the same, my guy. You're gonna have to get on that cardio. You know what I'm saying?
You be seeing when some old wrestlers come back. They be all the moves don't be as crisp as they used to be. And,
hey man,
I mean, The Rock ain't like terribly old. He ain't like Ric Flair or nothing, but he old.
Yeah, he hit a nigga with that spine bust in that people's elbow. That shit's still legit. I ain't gonna lie. It did look like he did it a little bit slower off the ropes. You know what I'm talking about? Look a little bit slower.
He ain't floating like he used
to. Still effective. Still effective. You know what I'm talking about? Then took his belt off and hit a nigga with it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, hey, man. That's what I was, man, look here, bro. Like, people forget about The Rock. There was a part when we was doing the wrestling round Rushmore when we was talking. Man, I forgot to mention that nigga probably got some of the most, forget the sayings. You know what I'm saying? The most memorable moments when we was discussing those. This nigga, when he was in fucking dress shoes, Gucci, Prada, whatever, and it was the British Bulldog, hit that nigga with a rock bottom or whatever move he hit him with, spine buster, took off the Versace shades, threw him into the stands, and then did the people's elbow. and that nigga slid.
Yeah.
Boy, listen, man, you can't script that, and I don't think he knew he was gonna end up sliding. That's how much of a showman that nigga is. He go with the flow, and the flow told him to slide on the flow. You feel me? Man, that shit, you can't make this stuff up, bro. You can't make stuff up with that, brother. That dude is clearly the most successful WWE legend in the history of WWE, WWF, whatever. I don't think it's even close. This nigga is a fucking megastar. Megastar.
You right.
I've
I was
seen
trying to think of
movies.
something.
Yeah, I've seen movies where I'm not saying he's the first movie person or nothing like that. Like, because Hulk Hogan went over that. Stone Cold even has some movies. That's it. Them the only two people that I can recall ever doing like a movie.
You got John Cena. He in
John Cena,
everything.
yeah, thank you.
You got Batista. You know what I'm saying? Batista be in a lot of shit. He in Marvel. He you know what I'm saying?
Not a lead though. Not as a lead actor.
He got him a
He
nice
ain't
little
never been a
thing
lead
going
actor.
on Guardians of the
This
Galaxy.
nigga's in Moana. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not saying he big. I'm not saying he bigger than him.
But, no, I'm just saying like it's stuff like that. We got the Mummy, Scorpion King. You know what I'm talking about?
Don't count them.
I count that because that's when the Mummy was popping like that. I ain't saying the Scorpion King rendition was actually good, but there's was it Hercules or Conan?
Yeah, Hercules, another terrible movie. He
got
a lot of terrible movies.
So what I'm saying is he's been the lead in some not so good movies, but they came out in the theater. You know what I'm talking about? They wasn't straight to DVDs. So, you know what I mean? I think he's the biggest star though. You know what I'm saying? He's capitalized.
For sure. I can't doubt that. He got good movies too. He didn't for every good movie he done made a flop.
You know what I'm talking about? Like him and Kevin Hart, man, like that's a great dynamic. You know what I'm talking about? We talking about you, Mike. Like this Nick, man, look here, bro. A lot of great movies. Too Fair, hey man, y'all say what y'all want, man. I actually like Too Fair. You know what I'm saying? That's a good movie to me. What was it? The Gridiron, the football movie that he did with the adolescent kids, the juvenile. Like it's a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of stuff that you know what I mean.
Gridiron Gang, that's what it was called.
Yeah, he is definitely the biggest wrestling personality to ever do it. So it's man, it's good though. That's all I'm saying. So I chose wisely for all you Stone Cold fanatics. When I tried to tell y'all the Rock is, y'all ain't believe me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't believe me.
Wrong bull.
There you go. Appreciate you, dog.
But man. So I give it to him, man. He definitely the highest of level of entertainer, level of superstardom. I didn't think nobody would surpass the way Hulk Hogan was at one time. You know what I'm saying? He was on he was on with Surf Ninjas or Three Ninjas, one of the two. I couldn't remember which one it was. I think it was Surf Ninjas.
Probably Surf. Yeah, I don't think he was in there with Tum Tum, Rock, and what's my other one?
Rocky, Tum Tum, and Colt.
Colt, there you go.
Yeah. Colt was up. It was crazy because that shit was just on last night randomly, and I was watching until I fell asleep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. It was just on last night.
Three Ninjas was dope, man. Back in the day, growing up, man. During our time when we was young like that, we was like, "Oh shit, we can kick a grown ass person ass." Yeah, that shit was lit. You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day, though, you ever notice they had a lot of kid movies where they was just terrorizing grown folk, like Problem Child.
Yeah, I was
you know what I'm saying? It's like they was just for some reason these little white children was whooping grown folk ass. So
oh boy, giving them the business.
I don't know, man. Shoot.
Oh man.
Guess we was raised in a different era. You know what I'm talking about? For sure.
Hey man,
they didn't used to be
like
never
that. Never lie.
Man, well, let's go and get into this Aquaman review, man.
Okay.
I started off because I've been holding this shit for a little while, man.
Okay.
if you haven't watched the movie, I advise you just to go and log off right now because it's gonna be spoiler filled. I'm gonna talk a lot about it, and I can't hold. I don't feel like doing the extra. You know what I'm talking about? It is what it is. Movie been out with 2-3 weeks now. You probably ain't gonna watch it. They ain't. I heard they ain't doing too well in the box office anyway. So hey, it is what it is. Aquaman to me was out of 5. Let me see. Out of 5, I get a 2.5. I did not like this movie like that. Did not. I thought the pacing was terrible. I thought some of the shit that just happened was horrible. I did not like the movie at all. And you know me, usually I'm good. But I would lie to you if I told you I cared about the first one like that. I didn't care about the first one like that. It was just cool. It was like, okay, it's all right. But to me, they found a way to be worse than the first one. And I didn't even care about the first one. And the movie, first off, the movie started off with him having a son. They talked about his son, and they tried to make you care about him having a son. So when they took the son later on, I knew they was gonna take the motherfucking son the first 5 minutes of the movie because they foreshadowed the shit. Like you giving me too much of the son. I know he going there. I know Manta gonna take him later. I knew it. I'm like, I wasn't even surprised. And what was bad about it is they didn't make me give a damn that he took the son. At the beginning of the movie, they showed the son. Then they kind of went back to him and showed the son talking to the little fish. And that was it. Then next time we see him, he get kidnapped by Manta. I didn't give a fuck that this little big head boy didn't got kidnapped. I didn't care. Could care less. I mean, the stakes to me didn't make sense to me. I understand that's your son, but you didn't make me care enough for this plot twist. You could have had this whole movie without the son. I mean, it just didn't make sense. They didn't even revisit the son like that. Like, nigga was just in the movie just so he could get taken by Black Manta. That's it. That's all you was in there for. Then the whole movie built up to this big nigga that's coming out of some shit. And he is literally, he can give Black Manta powers that he is no longer like a regular human being. This nigga is like, he's stronger than the Aquaman. But for some reason, his ass is trash. It took him one hit to die. The nigga that we waited the whole movie to come out, one hit and he was gone. Like, the movie, I didn't get it. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it like that. I was just really waiting for the shit to go. It was a lot of cheesy moments. They wanted to bring the brother back, and they just wanted to act like you didn't see the outside world before, so try this. When he ate that
cheeseburger, extra greasy.
Cockroach. He ate that cockroach.
Oh, the roach?
Yeah. It was like, it was a whole bunch of stuff that was like, okay, they maybe had like 1 or 2 moments that I thought was cool, but other than that, I didn't like the movie, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Usually I try to give it a chance. I already had low expectations because I didn't really care for the first one like that. And when I saw this one, I'm sorry, I wasn't into it. Kim liked it. Me, I was like, boo. Shout out to Jason Momoa, but I didn't feel it. He felt like, did you watch Fast and the Furious?
Yeah.
The one you watched the one he was in?
I didn't like it.
He felt like he took that nigga and became Aquaman. It sounded like the same nigga. He didn't act like he did in the first one to me. He just seemed like that nigga on this one with a son. I didn't care for it. But man, you hear how I felt, man. I need to know how you felt, man. How was your take? How did you feel about the movie when you watched it?
I want to make sure I get the name of the individual. Just real quick. You would know it off top. Amber Heard.
Yes. Redhead, white.
Did not expect, for starters, I didn't expect her to be in the movie after the circus that was on display with Johnny Depp. Mm-hmm. I did not expect her to be in that. But I guess when you have a different complexion, it don't matter. We see how niggas get canceled over at Marvel, but yeah.
But see, that was a part too for me that didn't feel right, because what they did, they said they took her lines out. If you notice, she barely talks in there, but she'll come in and do something real quick, and then they get her the fuck up out of here. That even seemed weird. Like, you didn't make me care about your family. His dad talked more than she did.
You could have put any. You could have found anybody. You know what I'm saying? You could have found anybody.
They said this the
Like,
last one, so fuck it. We not rehiring nobody. It
you
is
know
what
what I'm
it is.
saying? Shorty took a shit in the middle of a bed in real life. And you put her on screen still after everybody know that. Like, I can't unsee. You know what I'm saying? I can't envision it, but just knowing that that's what you did, it's like, why are you on my screen right now? You know, talk about like you a different type of hoe. But anyway, the movie. Oh shit. I actually I didn't mind it. The movie did not bother me like that. I went in there with no expectations. I had expectations for the first one. After the first one came, I had no expectations for the second one. You know what I'm saying? I expected graphics to be cool, which is what the first one was. But I was just in there. Like, the time went, I didn't feel it. It was just one of those, man, you ain't got nothing to do. Come watch this. You be all right. And that's what it was for me. I was all right. You know what I'm saying? It could have been my two nachos and jalapenos with my slushy that made it even better. But
you was enjoying that Slurpee, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man. Whoa. Pause.
Slurpee. Slurpee is a thing, man. I can't.
I know, but the way it was, you know what I'm talking about? You was enjoying that Slurpee. Like,
oh man.
Whoa.
I ain't pausing now.
Hey, man, they pause everything. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. I had I was cool. I was cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the thing with the baby. As soon as they talk about the bloodline, I already knew we coming for the child. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about? Because Mantis's whole thing was, I want to hurt you the way that you hurt me. You know what I'm saying? He's still carrying that grudge, and I like him carrying that grudge all the way to his demise. Said, nigga, fuck you. Never. You know what I'm talking about? Kill himself. You know what I'm talking about? Like, nigga, what I look like taking a hand out? You're not gonna save me, but not save my daddy. You know what I'm saying? You the reason for all of this. Now you want to turn a new leaf, nigga. Fuck your 2024. You know what I'm talking about? So that's how I looked at it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, all is not forgiven. And he stood fast. And I get what you're saying about, the dude that we waited on at the end. How many people we waited for like that before? You know what I'm talking about?
Hit, though?
But it was with the trident. It was with the trident, though, man.
Nah, man.
He stopped his trident. He stopped his trident. That was clean right there. Nigga. Stopped his trident. But then, you throw the King off the gold one. It's a little bit different, bro. We know that's the tool of the sea right there. That's the superpower one. Like, ain't nothing beating that. Ain't nothing beating that. We know this. You know what I'm saying?
He fought Black Manta, who was bestowed powers by this nigga. And it took a lot for that. And you telling me the nigga that owns the powers can't do nothing?
Manta is well versed in hand-to-hand combat. You know what I'm talking about? We talking about a nigga that probably ain't never fought. He just ruled. You feel me? There's different levels of fighting. You know what I'm talking about? There's different levels of fighting. You know what I'm talking about? You can't expect Steven Seagal not to be able to whoop your ass, or Blade. You know what I'm talking about? Wesley Snipes. But you think Denzel could do? Well, Denzel is not equalized, so they be giving niggas super, make niggas look how he look. But you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of a regular casual ass nigga. Jason Bateman. Okay? Jason Bateman. I can't expect Wesley Snipes to be Blade. You know what I'm saying? The vampire killer, skilled in hand-to-hand combat martial arts, but then expect Jason Bateman off of Ozark to be able to whoop ass. You see what I'm saying? Like, it just don't. That's Jason Bateman was the green dude given the powers. That don't mean that I too can. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but if that trident, was all it took, why didn't the first nigga do that? Why would he just put him in, freeze him, or whatever. You could have just killed him a long time ago, and nobody would ever have to see this nigga again. It was stupid shit. Like it didn't make sense. If that's all it took is one hit from this trident, you literally was looking at this nigga before you froze him. All you had to do is poke that nigga real quick, and he been out of here. We wouldn't have had no movie. It would have been over. So I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Not for one hit. Nah.
I liked it, man.
And then the little Asian man, shout out to him. He had more time on screen than I thought. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was all through the movie.
Did a good job. Did a good job.
He was funny. He always funny. Every time I see him, I used to like him when he was on Fresh Off the Boat. He was the daddy on Fresh Off the Boat. He did a good job on that. He always everything I see him in, he's pretty good. So I ain't got no problem.
Nigga walked into the little Bay Area where Aquaman and his brother was and was like, "Stop!" And then closed the door. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just playing. I just want to make sure they ain't see me, man. But,
you know what I'm saying? It's like this is all for the video. You know what I'm saying? It's all for the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all for show. So I didn't mean, you know what I mean? The woman, I could not understand her. The little Asian woman.
Asian woman.
She was part of the bad guys crew.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? She had a deep voice.
I ain't understand what she was saying either.
Like, bitch, what are subtitles at? I'm looking like this bitch. She's not speaking English. Like, the fuck is she saying? You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, everything gets translated out here because the movies is in English, and I appreciate them for doing that. Like, having the actual movies in English, not me listening to an Arabic version. No disrespect, but I would not be at the movie theater if it was in Arabic and I had to read the whole goddamn time. So, I'm like, what word was that? I don't know what the hell she said. I was like, I'm gonna have to watch a cam version to see if maybe in the US it came out better, because I don't know what the hell she talking about.
It was just trash. I couldn't understand half the stuff she said either. Yeah,
and I was just like, well, I guess it ain't important. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I you know what I mean, with his character, you know, I feel as though they make Aquaman like a hobo. You know what I'm saying? Like a drunk. They try to make that nigga Hancock, pretty much, of the water. But even Hancock wasn't as slizzard as this dude. Like, I just feel as though, like, bro, I know your acting is a lot sharper than what it is, man. You know what I mean? For you to at least make a conservative effort. Like, I get it. They want you to be, probably DC wants you to be lax, but not lackluster, bro. It's a big difference. And that's what I be getting from him in these movies that he's doing now. Ever since he was a Dothraki, he ain't been right. Ever since they took him off of that, he ain't been good like that.
It seemed like he wanted to be too cool. Even some of the ways he was trying to hit some of the people and all that, it was like, he's trying to be cool. It's like,
yeah, man, be a superhero, bro.
It's like, man, it's gonna look good anyway. You ain't gotta do all that goofy ass shit, man. Like, I was cool. I probably never watch it again. Unless it's like on TV.
I mean, it's not a take two. You know what I'm talking about? Just like I like the Marvels better than that one. Captain Marvels, them. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think that was the greatest. You know what I'm saying? But just something to watch. Okay. But even how that was poorly performed, you know, poorly executed. I ain't gonna say performed. Poorly executed, because it could have been better than what it was. That just, yeah, if you got no expectations, then you be all right. You know what I'm saying? But you're in there to pass time. It's a good way to pass time. But if you're looking for a storyline out of it, no, don't do that. So
definitely not about to happen.
Yeah, so I give it a 3. You know what I'm saying? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know what I'm saying? It's cool either way. You know what I'm saying?
I need to go watch Blanca. That's what I want to go watch.
Oh, Wonka.
Yeah, nobody want to watch it with me, man. They messed up, man. They don't want to watch Wonka with me.
They say the Oompa Loompa, you know what I'm saying, about the slaves and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody want to watch that. It's playing out here too. It's playing out here. I ain't really Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory type nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
I like the original. I don't really care for the Johnny Depp one like that, but I like the original, and I'm invested. So you know what I'm saying. I feel like I need to see the what they come up with because the preview looked pretty dope. The preview of it looked pretty good, so I'm gonna check it out.
I'm waiting on Color Purple. I know it's out there. It's gonna take a minute here. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Kim said it was good though. It's a musical. I don't want to see no musical.
They say it's like 25 minutes worth of singing. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't no problem with that. If they spread it out.
That's a long time.
Or even if they ain't spread out. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, for me, if I'm cool because Little Shop of Horrors is one of my top favorite movies that I've seen. So if I could do that down on Skid Row, you know what I'm talking about? Little Shop. Like if I can handle that, I can handle 25 minutes. You know what I'm talking about? Because everybody sung in that movie. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm cool, man.
Gotcha. Well, that's the first show. I think that's the first show.
Hey, man. Well, thank you for hanging out with us. First one of 2024. So remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Same thing from last year. Okay. Follow us on Instagram at the MVP_podcast. Same thing from last year. Email us at mansviewpodcast@yahoo.com. Do I have to tell you again? Follow us on Twitch and Facebook Gaming at MV Podcast Gaming. All right. So we appreciate you. We hope everything was well. That you guys didn't get arrested. Didn't do no dumb stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Firecracker blew off a thumb or something like that. Hopefully you was smart, chilled out, just enjoy, you know, got your resolution started, going off. Start the year off right, man. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, like I said, I'm starting the year off right, even though I ain't been in that life for a minute. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Just gonna make these changes and gonna do our thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. Man. Thank y'all for again another year, more blessings. Thank y'all for tuning in, sticking in there with us, man. We appreciate that for real. You don't know how much we appreciate that shit. And until next time, it's been MVP. We're gonna holler at you. Peace out.
Pray for me. Pray for book. Do everything I can.